You ever been wanting to do something, wanting to accomplish something, or just trying to really reach your goals, get to a certain point in your life, tired of struggling, tired of hurting, tired of going through the same motions of life that's feeling like that they holding you back, or just keeping you at a standstill? And every time you try to get up, every time you try to keep pushing and keep moving forward, then fear creep in. Yeah, fear. A very powerful drug. That's what I call fear. It's a drug because if you consume so much fear, which is not of God, then it will tear you up. It'll tear you to shreds. It'll have you behind, as we like to say. It'll have you, feeling stuck. It'll have you uh, afraid, lonely, feeling unworthy, thinking things that's not even true about yourself. you know, going through things that you don't even have to go through. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can overcome fear. You can overcome fear. But first, you must acknowledge, you must acknowledge your problem. You know, you want to get your degree. What is your problem? Your problem is that you're afraid that you might fail. As an example, that's cool. But you can't let your mind trick you out of your position, meaning like you thinking about the outcome of the situation versus just going through the situation. How can you tell yourself what the outcome gonna be if you haven't done it yet? And so you have to realize fear come in and try to dictate what's gonna happen. Anxiety. See, when you got anxiety when you keep moving, you trying to do something real quick. And then if you can't do it, you get to thinking about all this different type of stuff, then it have you going into a depression. Anxiety, it'll have you doing all type of different stuff. But that fear will hold you completely back. Yeah, fear will hold you completely back. You'll keep saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna start the business. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna go back to school, or I'm gonna finally let them go. I ain't gonna deal with them no more. I ain't gonna, that's my people, but I ain't, you know, I'm gonna do this. But yet and still, you scared. You're afraid. And instead of you doing things to better yourself, you tend to keep doing things to hurt yourself. Whether that's just not doing nothing at all, still around the same people, needing validation from other people and situations, you know. And when you get to that tired place, when you get to that tired place, I promise you fear won't be able to tag on to you no more. But I got a scripture I'm going to read. And this is 2 Timothy 1:7. 2 Timothy 1:7. And it says, for God gave us a spirit not of fear. He didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control. So let's talk about, for God gave us a spirit not of fear. When he say he gave us a spirit not of fear, that means that if he didn't give us a spirit, where did it come from? The enemy, your own thoughts, and overthinking. Anytime, all the time, because God has a purpose for your life, when you're trying to do better, the enemy is going to come in and try to distract you. It don't matter who you are. The enemy is going to come in and try to distract you. He going to throw all type of different things at you. That's because he don't want you to fulfill your purpose that God has for you. He don't want you to become the person that God is ordaining for you to be. And he don't want you to truly walk in all the greatness that God has already waiting for you. Why? Because God is going to get all the glory. And the devil hates that God gets glory because he wants to be in control of everything of your life. But sad to say, he can't. God ain't a loser. The enemy going to continue to lose. Why? because God is great and he's the great I am, and there's nothing better than him, before him, or after him. He is, because he is. No explanation needed. But the enemy don't like that. And so he gonna throw different things at you. He gonna put different thoughts in your head. He might even have certain people come around you that you like, that you feel like, they're my people, they good people. He'll use them if their house ain't cleaned up. You get what I'm saying? If they ain't walking with God, if they don't have faith, if they don't, if he not the head of their life, the devil would try to use them to get to you. It don't matter who it is. It could be family, friends. It don't matter. That's number one. He ain't give us a spirit of fear. He made that perfectly clear. He didn't give us a spirit of fear, so that didn't come from God. Okay, that's good news. Then it say, but of power. So what you telling me is, I'm telling you that you got the power to overcome. You got the power to defeat. You got the power and the will to do. Hey, that means that you don't have to let fear keep you in bondage. You don't got to let fear keep you in bondage. That means you really can get it done. That means you can do it. That means you could do it. Then it say, and of love. Love yourself. Yeah, love yourself. And that means, see how you be thinking, oh, they can do it. I don't know if that's really for me, man. I don't know. Love yourself. Believe in yourself, man. Believe in you. It don't matter what you want to do. Believe in yourself. Don't worry about what nobody else doing, what nobody else say, and don't worry about who's saying it. Like I say, whether it's family, friends, associates, or co-workers, you know what I'm saying, people at church, it don't matter. Believe in yourself, man. Love yourself. See, when you love yourself, you believe in yourself. But when you don't love yourself, you don't believe in yourself. Yeah. I mean, that's just what it is. You got all the belief and the faith in other people, have it in yourself. Put that same energy you put in everything else. Just like you get up and go to work every day, put that same energy in yourself. You get what I'm saying? Put that same energy in yourself. Believe, man. Have faith. And then they say, and of self-control. Come on, man. Of self-control. Of self-control. So you telling me the spirit of fear ain't come from God. It ain't come from God. Then you telling me the power. He gave us a spirit of power. Then he gave us a spirit of love. And then of self-control. So you telling me even though I feel like I don't want to do it, you telling me that even though I hear this noise in my ear telling me don't do it, or something telling me you ain't good enough, that he gave me a spirit of self-control. And so with that self-control, that means I can get up and I can get it done no matter how I feel. I can get up and I can get it done. Not because of what nobody's saying, what the enemy's saying, or how I feel about it, but we talking about what God say I can do. Because he gave me the power to do it. That I have self-control, that I can get up and will myself into doing it, even though I don't feel like it. Even though I don't feel like it. And a lot of the times you're not going to feel like it because it got all the different pressures in the world. But you got to block all that noise out. You got to block all that noise out. Why? Because you trying to get somewhere. And if you listen to something that's not even true about you, then how you going to get there? Like, think about it. Every time you try to do something, like, nah, I don't know if I should do that. I ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? What if I don't make it? But what if you do make it? You got to reverse the way you thinking about stuff. You know what I'm saying? You think about, what if I don't make it? But what if you do make it? It's going to be hard to get that degree. Instead of thinking about how hard it is, what I'm going to do to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's going to be hard once I start the job. Why are you thinking about it being hard? You're blessed to have the job. Learn something. So when you get on the job, you be the best at it. Be a hard worker. Outwork everybody around you. Be the best at what you do. Be the best at what you do. Stop focusing on the negative. Focus on the positive. The negative ain't going to get you nowhere. It's going to hold you back if that's your focus. But you can use that negative to will you and motivate you to want to do better for yourself. But if you allow fear to consume you, it's going to be tough because you're not going to get nowhere. You're going to be at a standstill. And that's not what we want. We don't want no standstill. We want to move forward. We want to move forward because it's no telling where we will be if we just keep moving forward and not focus on the voices, not focus on delays, not focus on feeling hurt, the pain, emotions. Because you got to understand it's joy in the journey. And as you go on this journey, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have bumps and bruises. That's okay. But just because it ain't work today, it ain't work yesterday, it ain't going to work tomorrow, who knows when it's going to work. But you can't quit. You got to believe and you got to have faith. Never give up. Never give up, no matter what. No matter how you feeling. When you don't feel like doing it, you know it's working because you're working harder. You're working harder to get out the bed. You're working harder to get to your goals. You're working harder to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. So don't give up, man. Keep your faith. All glory to God. And keep your faith. And believe in yourself. You can do this. Never forget that. You can do it. Never forget that. You can do it. So you keep trying to be the best version of yourself. Don't quit. Don't let fear consume you. And keep your faith, man. Let's go.